It's the guts and it's the glory. 100 stripes, 100 stories. It's the pledge of allegiance on the 4th of July. It's the handwritten letters from home. It's the sleepless nights alone. Newborn baby you left at your wife. It's the red, white, and blue. Lay down his life. It's the red, white, and blue. While these stars in the stripes. From the hills of Indiana, from the swamps of Louisiana, to the golden coast of California. Mr. Red, White, and Blue, lay down his life. Mr. Red, White, and Blue, while these stars in the stripes.
Hey everybody, Kyle Early, Battle on the Home Front. I got a great show today. Chris Morgan, good friend of mine, Flags for Vets, made by a vet. As you can see, he gave me a flag today. Y'all see that on the show. Make sure you check the show out. Big shout out to OKGOPtv, Chairman David McClain for giving us a voice in Oklahoma for veterans. So important what we do here. And hey, I want to give a shout out to my sponsors, Prater Roofing and Construction and Heathen Laser Engraving. They support my show here, and if you're interested in commercial slots to help support Battle on the Home Front and what I do, it'd be greatly appreciated. Reach out to me. You can scan my QR code. You can schedule stuff. You can message me on there, and I look forward to talking to you.
Introducing all new, safe, natural relief. A cannabinoid-rich, clarity and focus formula when it matters most. You've got a job to do. Anxiety isn't an option. Programmed to keep you moving. A product exclusively manufactured for Active Duty RX by Cantech Labs.
Hey everybody, Battle on the Home Front. Here with my friend Chris Morgan, Flags for Vets, made by a vet. Yeah, absolutely.
Yes, sir.
How are you doing, brother?
I'm doing great, man. Thank you so much for having me.
No, thank you for
It's
coming.
great what you're doing, and
Thank you.
appreciate you having me on.
Thank you. Yeah, give me a little bio, give me a little bit of military history.
Yeah, I served in the Air Force. I got out in 2001. I was injured in Saudi Arabia in '97. Hit my head out on the flight line, and they just told me I had a mild concussion, and I actually had a brain bleed that they didn't detect.
Oh, wow.
And that was in '97, and they didn't really. I started randomly passing out, and so they sent me for some testing, and that's where they found the damage in '99. 2 years later, and they medically retired me after that. They were like, no, yeah. Once I lost mobility qualification, I was out. I fought for 2 years to try and stay in because, I mean, I was a desk job at the time, and I thought, I can do this. I can do this even with my injury, but no go. So March 2001, I was medically retired.
All right. So started your organization, your company, and
Yeah, a long time after that. I mean, I spent about 10 years in depression because I was having 7 to 10 seizures a week.
wow.
They could not get my seizures controlled. I was having bad migraines and just struggling in life, you know. My family, I mean, I missed going to my kids' Little League football games and so forth. There was a stretch for about 3 years that I didn't even leave my house. I didn't go to family functions. I didn't do anything. And so I really fought depression very bad. About 10 years after I found out about Warriors for Freedom, a local nonprofit here in Oklahoma.
Did you work with them at the time?
I did not. They invited me out to come golfing with them, and I got around other vets, and it clicked. It was
that
like,
not so
man,
powerful?
It is extremely powerful.
So
when you get
powerful.
around other people that understand what you're going through, it's totally different. And it was life changing. And to think, I mean, I had a gun in my head at one point, and almost took my own life. I would have missed both my kids graduating high school. I wouldn't have met my grandson that I have now. The things that I was going through in my head, the inner demons, it just, when I met Warriors for Freedom and met these other vets, it just went away. Yeah, I mean, it was gone. And a few years after that, I divorced my ex-wife now. We were married 19 years.
Wow.
And it was mutual. We were both, we knew it was that time. But once she was out of the house and I was there alone, the demons kicked in, man. And I just was struggling again. Found myself back on the downhill slope, and was looking at my walls. I was sitting on my recliner watching TV. Nothing on TV, just blank, you know. And I was just staring at my walls, and I said, you know, I've always wanted a wooden American flag hanging in my living room. And so I started searching, going to Amazon, going to eBay, trying to find a wooden American flag. And I saw how expensive they were. And I was like, man, I'm not spending that price, and so forth. And my grandfather had passed away, and he was big into woodworking. I never did anything with woodwork with him. I just watched. But when he passed, I wanted all the woodworking stuff. So I had it out in the garage. And I said, you know what? I'm just going to go out there to the garage and hopefully not cut a finger off, but I'm going to build me an American flag.
It was all lined up for you.
Lined up. And it wasn't me. I know it was my grandfather giving me that push.
Yeah.
One thing growing up, my family didn't have money. We struggled a lot. But what I learned from my mom and my grandfather was it didn't matter. If they had $1, they'd give you $1. I mean, they're givers. They're caring people. They love unconditionally. And that's what military vets do as well. We love each other unconditionally. We may talk smack against the Army, the Marines.
Can, though. We will never let a civilian talk bad about another service.
No, we've been there, you know.
Yeah.
We all signed that blank check.
Yeah,
you know?
absolutely.
And so, yeah, I went out and built that flag. Loved it, put it up on my wall. I went golfing with a vet buddy that had just returned from Iraq after his 4th tour. And afterwards, we went back to my house to have a couple beers, and he saw that flag on the wall, and he was like, man, that's awesome. Where'd you buy it? I said, no, man, I made it. And one thing that I learned when I was making that flag, I wasn't thinking about the depression. I wasn't thinking about the anxiety, the negative stuff. I wanted to make that flag the best of my ability, and then to see a vet appreciate what I had just done. I took it off the wall, and I handed it to him, and I said, James, you know what, man, I appreciate your service. You take this. I'm going to build me another one. And seeing him smile, it hit me. You know, these are helping me building, therapeutic-wise. And then when I give them to a vet and they don't know it's coming and they smile, that's my payment, man. That's I mean, it almost feels. I know it's weird to say, but almost feels like I'm doing service again. You know,
for sure.
I'm back in. You know,
battle on the home front.
It is. It is.
That's what it is.
It's a battle, and. I mean, every flag that I present, they have my business card on the back of it. They have my phone number. They have my email, my webpage. I can't tell you how many vets reach out to me, and they're in a dark spot. And it don't matter what time of the night it is. I always answer my phone. And I feel good that I'm able to give back. And being at that stage in my life where I almost took my own life, 22 plus kill themselves every single day, and I was almost one of those, you know. And so any life that I can change from here on out, that's my goal.
Yeah.
So.
And you're doing it all 50 states.
I have a flag in all 50 states now. I started this in March 2 years ago, so this coming March will be my 3rd year. I've made 682 flags now. And over 400 of those I've donated to vets all across the U.S.
Wow.
So My goal last year was to have a flag in all 50 states, and I met that by August.
Wow.
So, it's,
Yeah, I'm excited. You brought something for me, and
I did. So I want to
Yeah.
show you a little
I'm so excited.
little thing. So every flag that I do, I number. This one right here is number 676. I attached my story, and like I said, it's got my name, what I did in the service, my name and everything. Web page.
Look at this, guys. Look at this.
But these are how I do the ones for the veterans, and I was getting a lot of veterans reaching out wanting a flag, and I still made them. But what I more want is family members or friends to nominate the vet,
sure.
because
Yeah,
then they don't know it's coming. You know, and then you know it's not coming, or Christmas presents or whatever. But I always put their branch of service up in the union, and then I'll do their name, rank, and years that they served.
I love it.
So,
thank you so
You're
much.
very welcome.
I'm
man.
so
Thank
thankful,
you.
man.
Thank you.
God,
I love to do them, man.
We're
They're
gonna set that right there, and we'll see if
Yeah.
we'll see if it stays. All right. Hey, we're gonna be right back. Y'all stay tuned.
Introducing all new, safe, natural relief. A cannabinoid-rich, clarity and focus formula when it matters most. You've got a job to do. Anxiety isn't an option. Programmed to keep you moving. A product exclusively manufactured for Active Duty RX by Cantech Labs.
Hey everybody, we're back. Big shout out to OKGOPtv and also Chairman David McClain for giving veterans a voice in Oklahoma. Y'all see this smile? Look what I got. Here's my friend Chris. He just gave me this. It's an absolute honor. How can people help support you? Go to your site and nominate veterans. 'Cause like what you said, I think there's so much more could go into it. Somebody, getting a veteran and signing them up to receive this without them knowing, like that's amazing.
Yeah, that's the best part is when you give a flag to a vet and they don't know that it's coming, man. You get tears, you get smiles, you get stories, and that's the big thing. To nominate a vet, you can go to my flagshonoringvets.com webpage. It's got my story on there up in the top right. You have an order form. You can go in. There's no payment or anything online. It's just you order, you nominate, so forth. That sends me an email. I'll add you to the list of names that I have. And then also, if you want to purchase a flag, I don't make any money making these at all.
None.
None. Zero. I live off my disability money, and that's all I've done for years now, and that's what I'm going to continue to do. So whenever I sell one of these, it helps me provide 2 free flags for vets.
Y'all make sure, hey, y'all, my people out there, y'all make sure y'all go and support this man. He is doing absolute phenomenal things, and he's reaching out in a way that all of our brothers should be giving back or helping in some way. If it helps them with their issues,
Absolutely.
right? So
yes.
not only that, it helps you with what you got, and so y'all make sure you check him out. But continue,
Absolutely,
please. I want to make
yes.
sure.
And also, I want to any veteran nonprofits that are out there, contact me if you have a fundraiser event. If you want one of these, I will donate the first flag for free. The next flag, anything after that, I just ask for the material cost, which is very minimal. Last year alone, I raised $15,300 for veteran nonprofits all across the United States. So, if some of these, I mean, I've had these go for $1,000. I've had a medium go for $1,500, And the biggest, I had a large, 2 of them sold at one auction for $3,500.
How big are the larges? They're pretty big, right?
The larges are 4 foot wide.
No, that's cool.
Yeah.
That's
so
cool.
yeah, they range from 24 inches to 39 inches to 48 inches.
Awesome. So I know John Daly.
Yes.
Heart of the Lion.
Yes, Heart of the Lion, John Daly Major Ed Foundation.
Yeah.
I was asked to go to John Daly's house about 2 months ago and golf with him, with some big supporters of mine and Folds of Honor. And I went and we golfed, had a good time. And John knew me by my name when I got there. And it didn't click with me. It was like, yeah, it was just like, cool, man, he knows my name.
Yeah.
Got done golfing and everything. We were doing the awards, and John Daly Major Ed get up there and they announced this new nonprofit, Heart of a Lion. And John said, Chris Morgan, we want to let you know that you're going to be the first veteran recipient of a new home and a new shop, so where I can expand my program and where I can bring more vets. Right now I live in a very, very bad neighborhood, Dell City, Oklahoma, and we have drive-by shootings. We've had 5 in the last month.
Oh, wow.
And it's 3 doors down from me. The last drive-by shooting, they actually shot the house across the street from the target. Hit a 73-year-old man sleeping in bed.
That's horrible.
Hit him in the arm. He survived it, but still, it's bad. But with the 2 divorces, I've found myself stuck in that home. I can't sell it. I can't get out of it. Can't get out from underneath it. So Major Ed had told John Daly about my story, and so they reached out and they said, yeah, man, we're going to build you a home in a safer neighborhood. Instead of working in your 2-car garage, we're going to build you a big 50 by 60 shop where I can bring veterans out, teach other vets how to make these flags.
That's important.
And I just want to pay it forward, and I know how therapeutic they are for me. And you have vets that enjoy golf. You have vets that enjoy hunting. Not many vets are enjoying woodworking because they probably don't have the means to buy all the tooling or have the space for it or whatever. I'm going to provide that space. I'm going to provide that outlet for them. If they want to continue on at their own home or whatever, we're going to have the Heart of the Lion help them, provide them with tooling, provide them with stuff so they can continue to do this. And nothing is more rewarding than when you give this flag to a vet.
I'm sure.
Getting that smile, getting that tear.
To be able to pass that down like that. On top, I'm a big supporter of veteran entrepreneurship. Everybody knows this about me. And they expand out and have a company and give back and give to veterans, but also make for events like what you do and stuff, and be able to be an entrepreneur and independent. And I think that's a phenomenal thing.
It's fun, man. It truly is. It's fun. I got asked to come play in this golf tournament for the Yellow Rose Theater down in Moore. Never even heard of it. Showed up, and I had a couple flags in my vehicle, and I saw that they were doing a raffle and so forth. And I said, you know what, I'm going to go to the car and grab one of them flags. Not only one, I grabbed 2 because I knew they were going to sell pretty good. I raised almost $3,000 for them. And what that's doing is that's going to help fund children, underprivileged children, get Christmas presents this year.
That's awesome.
So it's not just vets that I do it for. It's everybody, man.
Yeah.
I just love giving back. I'm in a position now that I can do them, and if it helps nonprofits raise money, that's what it's about.
So all y'all out there that's got companies that are doing events and things like that help support this man right here. That's super important for him to give back. It's his therapy. It's everything. It's that outreach. I feel like we get the most joy, and me and you are similar in what we do with our veteran outreach, just in helping people. Obviously, I don't do flags like you, but
right.
But just
you might one day. You never know.
I love it. You sign me up. I would love to be able to do that and donate to veterans. I'm all in on anything veteran based. I'm trying to put together so much stuff right now. It's ridiculous, but it's amazing, man. And I'm so excited, and I'm grateful we're friends. I'm glad I met you.
I appreciate it, man. We finally got to meet in person.
Facebook friends.
One thing I want to reach out to the public about is the house is being 100% donated material wise. The shop is being donated material wise. I'm not getting that for free though. Once it's built and I move in, the Heart of the Line is going to set a dollar amount of what I need to donate back. So I'm going to have a mortgage. I'm not just
Scot-free. I mean,
not scot-free whatsoever. But
and you're just living off disability right now.
Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. And so they've set up, a marketing group has set up a GoFundMe, and the reason we have that GoFundMe is to help offset the people doing the roof, the people coming in doing the framing and the flooring, and those people still have families, and they've already committed to donate their time 100%. We want to be able to raise some funds to give to them when that house is built, because we know they have children at home, they have wives that they need food on the table, and so really good if we could get people to go and help me push this
That is on,
GoFundMe.
and that is on your Facebook page.
That is on my Facebook page as well as my web page, which is flagshonoringvets.com. Up at the very top, you can click and it says video to see how you can help out. And I would appreciate if people go and click that video. If you can't donate or anything, at the least share, like it, send it forward to whoever you think that you can. But most importantly, watch that video, and you'll learn a little bit about my story and what they're doing for me. And it's a pretty deep 8-minute video.
Yeah. I love it. I love what you're doing.
I appreciate it, man. I love to give back, man.
Yeah.
My mom taught me well.
Yeah. It's hey, we're gonna be right back.
Introducing all new, safe, natural relief. A cannabinoid-rich, clarity and focus formula when it matters most. You've got a job to do. Anxiety isn't an option. Programmed to keep you moving. A product exclusively manufactured for Active Duty RX by Cantech Labs.
Hey everybody, we're back. Battle on the Home Front here with Chairman McLean. First off, I want to thank you so much for letting me do what I do up here and giving veterans a voice in Oklahoma, and you doing that and being a veteran yourself, my brother.
Yeah, I'm proud to be here with you.
Yeah, we did a luncheon this month.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Awesome. We both got coins.
We did. The Medal of Honor recipient, Mr. Patterson, gave us both incredible coins. I mean, I know when he handed me that coin, I can't tell you what ran through my mind. What an honor it was to have a Medal of Honor recipient and to do our very first Veterans Luncheon. Now, we're going to be doing these Veterans Luncheons every third Thursday of the month. So in November, it'll be the third Thursday of the month, and it'll be at Capitol View here in Oklahoma City. You are all invited, all you veterans out
Please.
there, even non-veterans are invited.
Come support. I mean, just in general, it's support, and we have phenomenal people like this showing up for it. And
yeah, it's incredible. So who made this one?
Chris Morgan.
Yeah, Chris Morgan. Yes. I mean, look at the work Chris Morgan
Flags
does.
for Vets, made by vets.
Yeah, Flag for Vets, made by vets. Our vet voices are extremely important here in the state of Oklahoma. Our boys are coming home from war. We've closed down seven of the 8 war fronts. We're getting ready to wind Afghanistan completely down. And after 20 plus years of war, really 30 years of war, if you add the Persian Desert Storm and Desert Shield to that, that war really never stopped. 30 years of war.
It's a lot.
It's a lot on the X generation. It's a lot on the millennials generation. And we've done a lot. We fought a lot of battles, and our men are coming home, and a lot of them are trying to find their place in society again, in their communities, and on the civic side as well, in their neighborhoods, and they're seeing their country. It's a mess, and they really want to do something about it. So vet voices matter. And we're going to continue this. We're going to continue to scale this across Oklahoma and hopefully one day the United States with the other state parties. But such an exciting event. We had an amazing turnout. If you didn't make last month's event, the turnout was incredible. Yeah. Kyle, tell us what it meant to you.
It was. You had me speak up there, and I got emotional, and I felt like I bombed the whole thing. But I got so emotional because what we're doing up there is so important.
Yeah.
It's so important.
It is.
And the people that was in the crowd, the absolute American heroes that were there. I felt so honored and so grateful to be a part of that, and even what we do with that, and what we do on the show here, being able to highlight people like Chris. That's his therapy, and I felt that when he just gave me that flag. I felt that from my brother. And that's powerful, and to be able to give these veterans all these options and these resources that we don't know about. It's powerful. It's so powerful. And like you said, a lot of these kids are raised in war. We've been at war for 20 years. And that's all they know, and it's all and so many people are coming back damaged. And it's not getting addressed. Nobody's highlighting that.
And nobody can address it like a veteran can help address with another veteran.
For sure.
And, when veterans get involved with other veterans, healing really begins. I know for me personally, I can sit down and talk to a vet brother just so commonly, because we already have this common denominator. It doesn't matter what branch you are. We have this common denominator. We're patriots. We love our country. We love the flag. And it doesn't matter what color you are. We don't, in the military, we lay down color when we enter the military. So there's no Mexicans, there's no blacks, there's no whites, there's no Asians. You're an American, and you're a service member. And I'll tell you, it's such a unique group, and such an honor to be a small part of that very small minority fraternity of veterans. My heart is to, like yours, Kyle, is to bring our vet voices forward, help them problem solve, help them get jobs, help them get back on their feet, help them get well, physically and mental health wise. And it's just so important. And in the process of doing that, promote our veterans' businesses.
Absolutely.
The nonprofit organizations, our veterans, entrepreneurs. It's just incredible what these veterans are doing right now, coming home.
They have so many, and that's, I talked about it on a few shows ago, but that's, even no matter what you did in the service, there's so many things. I was infantry, right? Like, everybody's like, oh, you got to be a cop or security guard, but I don't need to be those things. I learned so many important things. I work well under pressure. I'm a leader. So many aspects of anybody's service that we can take and utilize and be business owners and use those, and that's important.
And it takes an immense amount of discipline. And the one thing that I needed going into the military, I joined the Navy. My mom signed for me when I was 17 years old. And so the one thing that I lacked was discipline. And I'll tell you, the military didn't take.
They'll break you.
It didn't take very long for me to come to the conclusion that they were going to break my will, whether I liked it or not, and that I was going to be molded into something that I wasn't when I got there. But here's the thing: when I left boot camp, and as I transitioned into the military, and we began to do workups for war and different things like that, I found something in me that I didn't know that I had. It was really good character. And the one thing that the Navy taught me was a discipline to bring the good character qualities out in me. And they did that a lot by the stresses that were caused, the environment that they created. But you really get to figure out who you are there. And once you get through that process, you get to get out, figure out who you are in a civilian society. And how to take what you learn there, those disciplines, and apply them to your life and your family life and your business life or your work life, and begin to work out that process.
I think a lot of that too, when we come home, a lot of brothers and sisters, when they get home, they lose that camaraderie. And that camaraderie it's
huge.
It's huge.
We felt it last week.
Oh God, yeah.
When we had Mr. Patterson in, you could just feel the camaraderie.
And he's a firecracker.
Oh my word, he's never a firecracker.
He is a firecracker.
He's command sergeant major. It's like a master chief. Command master chief in the Navy.
In the Army, that's
they're the boss applesauce. And, in the Navy, we didn't look around with lieutenant or Lieutenant JG or whatever gave an order,
Yeah.
we kind of look at each other and say, "What did Master Chief say? How does what you guys say? What did Command Master Chief say about this?" Or, you know, that's what we would say because we knew who the chiefs run the Navy.
Yeah.
I don't know how it works in the Army,
Yeah.
but at least in the Navy, the chiefs run it. I suspect it's the same way. Yeah. But what a remarkable event we had last week. It was top notch.
Amazing food.
And we had some war heroes in that room.
Absolutely.
I mean,
yeah.
just
that's what when I went up there and I got up on stage. I was like, I'm going to do this, and I'm not a good public speaker. I didn't know when I started my company that I was going to have to go out and public speak, but it is what happens. What comes with the territory. And I got up there and I seen absolute heroes out there, and I froze and I got emotional and stuff. And,
I did too.
But after that, they came up to me and gave me the coin and thanked me for what I was doing for veterans, and that just. And I cried. I absolutely cried. I'm a very emotional guy, and what I do I'm very passionate about. But to be in the presence of those men that would absolutely, without a doubt, give their lives for this country like most of us, but got put to the test and did it, nothing but respect.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
That's different.
It is.
You're absolutely right. It's just different. And, I suspect our vet group is going to grow. We had, like I said, we had an amazing turnout this last week with our veterans kickoff, and I suspect this next month is going to be powerful too.
It is. November. They're going to hear us roar.
Well, they are.
This is Veterans Voice in Oklahoma, and this is going to be good.
And just think about this. Just wait until we have our recruiting committee out recruiting candidates for office, for school boards, for city council, for state house, state senate,
empowering veterans,
statewide, and at the federal level, empowering veterans to continue their service to their country and their state and their city. And I just think that's one of the most powerful things that we can do is to help elevate that vet voice. We're probably one of the most overlooked class minorities in the country.
I believe that.
And we have been treated indifferent.
For sure.
In some respects. It's getting much better under President Trump, but there's much room to improve. We're not there yet. But we're getting better. Yeah. And Colin, I'm thankful for you.
I'm thankful for you.
For all that you've done for this state of ours, our country. I know you served, and the guys like Adam Wood has said, Miles Rahimi, and a bunch of other guys who actually, I call this place, I tell everybody out in the civilian world outside of this office, the OKGOP has a bunch of veterans in and out of here consistently. We're very vet friendly, and we want our veterans at headquarters. We want them participating here at headquarters, and we want to get them in the trenches in the fight.
For sure. And every Thursday when I do this show here, they're more than welcome to sit out in the lobby right here, and we have a live feed, and they can watch and be a part of the show. And
we'll throw some more d'oeuvres out there for them.
Something, and even they can come in here if they got something that they need to talk about. This is what we do. We give you a voice in Oklahoma, and Chairman McLean is letting us do that here. And I thank you.
No, I'm honored. So, hey, battle on the home front. Battle on the home front. Battle on the home front. And this is what we're fighting. There's a battle on the home front. Come join us.
Yeah. We'll see y'all.
Introducing all new, safe, natural relief. A cannabinoid-rich, clarity and focus formula when it matters most. You've got a job to do. Anxiety isn't an option. Programmed to keep you moving. A product exclusively manufactured for Active Duty RX by Cantech Labs.
Everybody, thanks for tuning in today. Chris, please plug away. Tell these people how they can help you with what you're doing. You're a phenomenal dude, my brother, and I want them to be able to give to you so you can keep giving back, which is your therapy.
Appreciate it, man. You can go to www.flagshonoringvets.com. All my information's on there. My story's on there. Please go check out that video. Click the order tab. Nominate your favorite vet that you have in your life. I'm doing Christmas orders right now. I know that's crazy. We're in October, but
It's good.
it's good.
Maybe it'll rack up for Christmas. Y'all should
Let's
definitely
do it.
check that out for Christmas.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
I appreciate you, man.
Thank
Thank
you.
you so much for having me on.
Absolutely. I want to thank OKGOPtv Chairman David McClain for giving veterans a voice in Oklahoma. What I do here, my veteran outreach, that's therapy to me. Thank you all for tuning in today, brother.
Brother, thank you.
Thank you.
It's the guts and it's the glory. 100 stripes, 100 stories. It's the Pledge of Allegiance on the 4th of July. It's the handwritten letters from home. It's the sleepless nights alone.